What makes a house a home? Over 8 weeks, 21 homes bursting with style and character are competing to be crowned Home of the Year. Tonight, the judges will visit 3 very different homes, scoring each of them out of 10. The home with the highest score will go through to the final at the end of the series. Looking for functionality, individuality and clever design are design legend Hugh Wallace.
It's not about a big budget. It's actually having the ability to be creative within the budget you have.
Interior designer Deirdre Whelan.
A home can be brave, but it still needs to be coherent, comfortable and function well.
And award-winning architect Peter Crowley.
What I do not want to see in this competition are homes that have prioritised style over substance.
But there can only be one winner. This is Home of the Year. Architect Robert Logan lives in Antrim with his wife Julie and their children in a reimagined contemporary farmhouse he designed. The house sits alongside his parents' home, also designed by Robert.
There's a few things about the house that are perhaps quite unusual. The main thing probably is that the layout of the rooms is based on a system of proportion, almost like a grid, which is followed, and that allowed the rooms to be arranged in a certain sequence where they're all interrelated. Early on, we made a decision to go for an upside-down design, where we would put the primary living space upstairs. We've got these fantastic views, which we wanted to capitalise on.
It's a white house, so we had to try to think of some colours. In the hall, just wee pops of red, a wee bit of blue and yellow. We love that green wall. Just when you come in, you sort of see it straight away.
This is my favourite spot. For me, this is really where our home comes together. It's really just fantastic to be able to sit down and relax here and enjoy what we have.
When I met Robert and he said he was an architect, I mean, that all sounds lovely, but Robert's dream was to be able to design his own home, and watch him do that actually was lovely. And definitely what he's achieved, like I would never have dreamt of living in a house like this.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners.
Lovely quiet setting, isn't it?
Yeah, and this pair of modern farmhouses looking out over the fields.
Indeed.
So we have quite a modern, contemporary home in a farmyard setting. And you can see where they've taken their cues from traditional farmyard architecture, in that they've got the white walls, the pitched black roof. But then there's this interesting play on volumes and proportions and planes going on. And we've got this cementitious cladding. The proportion in the glazing here at the entrance is almost Mondrian.
Very much so. I wonder if the interior is going to be as contemporary as the outside.
Should we go in?
Yes. Oh, what a great entrance hall. Well, there you go, Peter. A copy of the famous Mondrian painting, which obviously inspired this home, and the Rietveld's chair here in the corner.
There's quite a lot happening in this space, isn't there? You've got all of these volumes shooting around. Big double height space with the glazing running right to the top for the entrance. And then we have the stairs coming down to meet us, but not quite touching the floor.
Yeah, like a floating staircase. I like the detail of the timber runner in the middle because it just softens the staircase visually. And we have a bubble chair hanging out of the ceiling, so somebody enjoys sitting there and chilling out.
Ooh, this is a nice living room, isn't it?
What a lovely volume in this living room. It reminds me of an old barn because we've got the exposed trusses and the trimmer beams.
You've got a play on these volumes happening as well, which sets the space up. It's got that early 20th century contemporary kind of vibe, which I like. The proportions feel good. It feels well judged. But this room is all about this. Sitting here in the evenings, looking over the land.
Yeah, very good choice of furniture, I have to say. A really colourful rug, because actually the room is quite plain, you know, in the sense that they've gone for white and a little bit of black. The floor is quite grey, so that punch of colour is a lovely relief in here.
It works great, and their favourite spot?
There you are now, Hugh.
So,
Lord Muck.
I tell you. Sitting here, I can watch the telly, watch the fire, or look out at the marvellous landscape. But there's a real sense that this homeowner really does know what they like and what they're doing. And in this space is fantastic. And somebody who doesn't like white, I just love white in this home because actually all I can see is green.
So we have the kitchen dining area of the large open plan. And I think this homeowner has made some very good decisions here. We've got this huge east-facing window with the breakfast bar in it. So in the morning, that's going to be bright. Great way to start the day, having your bowl of porridge there.
What I like is the fact that you come from the landing straight into the dining area, and then the kitchen is at the back of the house. So you don't get that crossover of circulation from dining into kitchen. So that functions very well.
A very simple kitchen. I have this element in dark grey, which looks like a big wardrobe with the ovens in it. A nice little splashback. I have the ceiling, which has been brought in over the dining room. Personally, I could have done without that because I actually like the size of the volume of the space. I find the curved wall distracting. And I'd like to have seen a little bit of colour on that, or even better, if the dining room table and chairs were in a timber, I think it would have softened up this space.
I agree with you. I think there's definitely a monochromatic feel to it, and a touch of timber in here would be brilliant. Also, as much as I like the fact that there's a lower ceiling over the dining area, that area above it is going to be some dust trap, and I wouldn't want to be cleaning that one, I'll tell you.
Gosh,
Oh my goodness.
I wasn't expecting that. Isn't that amazing? It's like a disco ball. I feel like a disco diva. Lovely room, very simple. Nice bed, very low though, isn't it?
I like low beds, but in this room, it feels pinched because you've very little space between the edge of the bed and where the TV is on the wall.
As a master bedroom, they've got most things right here. The storage beyond, it's about the right size.
I just wonder, you know, when we've gone around the rest of this house, it's been so exceptionally restrained. And all of a sudden in this room, it's sort of like, poof. And I wonder who the people are who live here. They obviously understand design and taste and simplicity.
The home will now be marked out of 10. One score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
This homeowner has done a fantastic job of designing a contemporary home in a farmland setting. The open plan kitchen dining living area on the first floor works particularly well. I give this home an 8.
Though overall this home is well laid out, there are some functional issues. The size of the furniture in the master bedroom is too big and it affects the circulation. I'm giving it an 8.
The owner's restrained design style has created a relaxing, calm and delightful family home.
When interior designer Emily Cunan bought this terraced house near Dublin city centre, it needed a complete renovation.
Generally, these houses are 2 up, 2 down. So when I came in, I wanted to open up the whole space, make it a lot brighter, make it feel a lot bigger. The big challenge has been to fit everything that you would normally have in a larger home in a very compact space. With my bedroom, we reused the original floorboards in the house. I created a mural behind the bed to give it a point of interest, I guess, and then put in a psychedelic forest on the opposite side of the bed. Because we extended the footprint of the house to fit everything in, that meant, unfortunately, that we lost some space out the back garden, or we call it the back garden. I commissioned a mural so that it would make us feel like there is a much greater space out there than there really is. This is my favourite spot in the kitchen. This is where I'll gather with my friends. We'll eat and drink here. It's a very social space. And also, when I'm sitting from here, I can see out onto the street and see what's happening there. And I can also look out onto my gorgeous mural and kind of drift into that other world. I love that my home is a reflection of me. I love the fact that there's lots of colour and it's bright and it's airy and it's cosy. It's really homely.
These are amazing houses when you think about them, because when they would have been built, there was 6 or 8 people living in these very small homes. The auntie would have been next door and the granny up the road. Real sense of community. And funny enough, that still exists in these areas today.
That's right, that's right. I lived around here myself for 10 years. Fascinating area, really interesting.
Well, I love the colour of the front door. I'm curious if there's going to be as much colour inside as we're seeing outside. Let's go and explore. Wow, look at this. Oh my.
Just love the fact that they've completely opened up the space. It's quite dark, but it is a dark day. I love the texture of the tiles on the fireplace.
In these small houses, you have to use every square inch available to you, and it seems they've picked up every nook and cranny as storage. Everywhere has shelves, little inlets.
Definitely there's lots of personality here, someone who enjoys art, and it's great to see that punch of colour in the sofa and then that beautiful mahogany flooring. It's really very rich and very welcoming.
I like their Dr. Dre cushion as well, it's kind of interesting. This would have been traditionally a return on one side and an open yard on the other side in these houses. But these guys seem to have gone and taken in almost the entire area.
You must have to keep the lights on in this house all the time. Like, we're in the summer here, so can you imagine what it'd be like in the winter? These doors had gone right up to the ceiling. It would have brought so much more natural light into this space.
Agreed, 100%. What I do think works very well is that they've gone for a white kitchen, just to keep it light and airy. I do like the graphic, it's kind of intriguing, it's fun. It's a conversation piece, isn't it?
I think we have the owner's favourite spot here. And I can imagine, you know, this is a social space, entertaining, friends and guests around. We'd have westerly evening light coming in, which is going to keep this place bright and warm, actually. I think it's a really pleasant space to sit.
And the ergonomics of this house are really understood. You know, you've got more storage here, so they've used every inch of this house.
Oh, this is fabulous. Love the fact that there's a skylight at the top of the stairs. And I think it's great to see the old window being retained.
And there's the second window that allows you to look right back down into the kitchen again. And there's a great connectivity, I think, in this house between all of the different spaces.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Complete surprise. I just love the fact that they've gone so brave with the tiling in the shower, a roof light letting lots of light in, and then that amazing wallpaper. I mean, it's fun, it's exciting, and I love it.
We talked about the ergonomics downstairs, and by golly, beautiful little bathroom. I love the idea that the WC is hidden, and yet you just have a step-in shower. Great detail.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ha ha. Look at that fantastic graphics that we've seen in the rest of the house. They've introduced a very interesting detail over the light with the feathers applied. I'd say at night it creates a lovely atmosphere.
I have mixed feelings about this room, to be honest. I like the boards here. I think they've come from downstairs and they've reused them. That's great. However, I find this space too claustrophobic. It's closed in, there's too much happening on every wall. There is no natural light.
The contrast between this room, where I feel quite enclosed, and the bathroom, which was a tiny room, where I just thought, gosh, there's loads of space. It's airy, and I just don't get that feeling in this room. A couple of roof lights in here would have made just such a huge difference.
Having renovated and lived in one of these houses, I'm very aware of the challenges that the designer faces. There's a lot of ingenuity, there's a lot of creativity. However, light is compromised, and I found the master bedroom a little claustrophobic. For that reason, I would reduce a potential 8 to a 7.
This homeowner has given us a masterclass in ergonomics. Their use of space is fantastic. A couple of items I think could have been handled better, one of which is the need for more natural light. I'm giving this home a 7.
The owner's creativity and personality are written all over this home. I particularly like the bathroom. It really shows skill in space planning and clever use of colour and graphics.
It was love at first sight for Nico and Mike Kirkwood when they found their 19th century cottage near Belfast, but it took a lot of hard work to turn it into their dream home.
When we bought the house, it was very plain.
Very, very plain. There was nothing really to it.
Basically, I've done all the interior designing myself. I started with the snug room. I was going through magazines, looking at lovely homes, and I really liked the dark walls. So I suggested to Mike, let's paint the snug room black.
I had big reservations about it. I just thought it's going to completely close the room in.
But I went ahead anyway, and by the time he returned from work, the room was dark, and he loved it.
Well, that's sort of true.
Every room in the house tells a different story because every room is so different, and that's why we like it. Upstairs is all about the light. Our balcony room was one of the selling points for the house.
It gives us great views of the garden and the fields just across from us.
My favourite spot in the house is our snug room, which is where we relax with our 2 dogs. It's very cosy, and we just light the fire in the winter time, and it's just lovely. The thing I love most about our home is that it's so versatile, and every room is different.
We enjoy coming back to it. I think that says a lot. We're lucky and travel a lot to beautiful places, but we always are keen to come home and we love our home. It just means everything to us.
Really pretty setting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I think it's a really simple little house, but I get a glimpse of what's behind. I'm really interested to see what's there.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, not what you expect. Lads, what do you think?
Oh my God.
Ooh. Is that dark navy on the walls and on the ceiling? It's intense. It feels almost like a setting. There's a lot to take in. There's a lot happening. Yeah, very interesting.
It's like a stage set for living in, isn't it?
Yeah.
One of the things, for me, a fundamental of a living space is light. And I think we might have a little lack of light here, but I suppose the personality is really strong.
I actually love this because it's a nighttime space.
Yes.
Yes, it's full of fabulous bits and pieces. I just love the peacock over there.
I think there's a hankering to maybe experiences that they've had abroad. I like the colour tones. It's actually very restful when you come in here. Look at that, their favourite spot. Interesting that the dark colour is in here as well on the walls, but they've opted for white on the ceiling, which really helps to increase the light level you get in here.
So I'd say this room is where you come in, have the fire lit, sit on the couch with the dog and chill out.
I think we might have a clue over here as to why it's the favourite spot. The gramophone just looks fantastic. So I can imagine sitting here in the couch. The acoustics are probably excellent in this room.
I'm just wondering what age the person is who lives in this house. Are they in their 60s and it's their bits and pieces collected over a lifetime, or in their 30s and they're collectors? So I'm looking forward to finding out.
Absolutely. Well, we're finally starting to get some light into the spaces now, which I think really, really helps. And we're getting this connection with outside and inside, which is really nice to see.
I'm just intrigued by how you can collect so much stuff. You just get a sense there's no second-hand shop or car boot sale safe from these people.
It's overwhelming. But what I do like is, okay, we've got the dark colours on the walls, there's a lot of dark colours in the joinery elements, but the white ceiling, it's bringing a lot more light into the room.
Yeah, for me, I think there's too much in this house. It feels like it's bordering on hoarding.
I think it's one of those sort of themes, you either love it or you hate it.
Isn't it very nice that the kitchen is part of the dining area? Again, the same sort of dark colour scheme in here, but I really like the fact that they've got open shelves, very practical. You can get access to the things that you need, and it adds a bit of character as well.
I've actually come to the conclusion on closer inspection that not only is the kitchen upcycled, but if you like, the whole house has been upcycled, and this is a young couple who sort of put their stamp and their design on this house.
Yeah, I spotted Mario Lanza on the gramophone inside. I see ZZ Top here, the record. We've got Lou Reed, the Beatles. I think these people have great taste in music and they're probably quite fun.
Yeah.
Very good.
The master bedroom.
It's fascinating travelling through the house because the rooms have different design styles. Up here, I feel I'm in Italy because of the way the colours on the wall are working.
It's almost like tie-dye, where they've applied the paint from a darker shade to a lighter shade and going into white. And the white's lovely on the ceiling because it keeps it nice and light.
They've taken a fairly compact property.
Yeah.
They've got so much of their own personality into the space that's very admirable. But at times it feels like it's been shoehorned a little and it's just a little too much.
Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, this is very pretty, isn't it? I wasn't expecting this at all.
Bedroom and fabulous wallpaper.
This is the life.
Isn't it? I love the fact that we're up high in the canopy of the trees. We can hear the birds singing here. It's extremely peaceful. I like it.
This must be just a sun trap from 12 o'clock until the sun goes down.
Yeah.
This house is really quite exceptional, and it's one of the best I've seen in this competition. The interior design of this house has been carried out with panache, like that dark and broody living room and that great first floor terrace. I'm delighted to give it a 9.
This is a very cute cottage, filled to the brim with character, with the use of dark colours on the walls, the eclectic mix of furniture, and the vast array of knickknacks. I really enjoyed visiting this home, and I'm going to give it an 8.
The owners have managed to impress their own personality and experiences throughout everywhere we went. But at times, the sheer volume of furniture and pieces was just a little overwhelming for me.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, it's time to see how they measure up against each other. First, Hugh reveals what he gave the contemporary farmhouse in Antrim.
Beautiful architecture on the outside. Inside, they'd used really big windows, understood the orientation of the house, and that worked very well. For me, there were a couple of issues in relation to some of the furniture. For that reason, I gave it an 8.
There you go, 3 8s gives us 24.
Next, Deirdre gives us her score for the terraced home in Dublin.
Great little home, lots of personality. They kept the colour palette very simple in the home, but it allowed all the personal objects to stand out. The bathroom in this home was fantastic. Lots of colour and lots of fun. Overall, I thought it was a great home and I gave it an 8. So 2 7s and an 8, that gives us 22.
And finally, Peter tells us his score for the renovated cottage in County Down.
I think the functionality of this home was compromised at times, and I think there just simply wasn't enough light where there should have been light, and these are fundamentals for me. So I scored this a 6.
That was unnecessary, Peter.
These are important things here.
So 9, 8 and 6 is 23. And we have our winner.
A fabulous, modernist country home in Northern Ireland.
And a very worthy finalist.
The home through to the final is the contemporary farmhouse in Antrim. Next week, the search continues for Home of the Year.